This is the month of March, ending of financial year 2020-21. So, every taxpayer needs to plan his tax payments for advance tax 4th installment, as well as to reduce the tax burden. He has to fulfill some of the savings so that money invested or saved should come back after some time. So, the save income tax. What is to be saved, how much to be saved, and everything has to be saved before 31st March. Otherwise, you are not eligible for getting the benefit of savings. So, this we are concentrating mainly for the savings which are prescribed by the government, eligible for deduction from the taxable income. Means exemption or deduction from the tax liability. As I stated earlier, savings means that money is deposited in authority and that will come back to the taxpayer after some time, after the prescribed time specified under the scheme of the saving organization or saving organization. See, first one is the basic limit of 1,50,000 eligible for all individuals, maybe senior citizens below 60 years of age and above 80 years of age also. But for above 80 years of age, no LIC policies are possible. So this savings policy are eligible only for the people below the age of 60 and the people who are above 60 but they are having continued policies from the beginning. So what are the eligible savings under this limit of 1,50,000? That is LIC premiums, and LIC premiums paid by the taxpayers' income only, not from the others' income. Next is statutory provident fund contributions, national savings certificates, public provident fund, LIC annuity plans which are specified by the LIC, units of mutual funds which are specified by the government, tax saving deposits made under separate scheme adopted allowed by the government of India for tax deduction, and infrastructure bonds, infrastructure company shares also. NABARD bonds means NABARD is for providing financial assistance to farmers and agriculture sector. Next, for senior citizens, one more saving scheme is there that is also eligible for tax saving benefit. So, for all these, total all savings put together should not be more than 1,50,000. If the savings are less than 1,50,000, the amount is eligible is only the amount which is actually deposited, actually saved. And if the savings are more than 1,50,000, the prescribed limit is only 1,50,000. The above any amount saved above 1,50,000 will not be allowed. And another condition is all these contributions of eligible for reduction under section 1 for 1,50,000 should be paid by the taxpayer from his income or from the income of the spouse or for the benefit of minor child who are also eligible for deduction in his tax planning. And in addition to that 1,50,000, one more saving option is available. That is total amount eligible is 2,50,000 with including the 1,50,000 stated earlier. So additional 50,000 will be eligible for deduction under National Pension Scheme. So if you don't have any savings, I stated earlier, LIC premiums or provident fund or mutual funds, LIC annual plans, then you are eligible for savings of up to 2 lakhs in National Pension Scheme. If you are having savings of other savings less than 1,50,000 in the savings stated earlier, and this National Pension Scheme can fill the gap up to 2 lakhs, or the maximum is 50,000 benefit is available for all people, all taxpayers who are filing the returns of income. When a taxpayer sold his asset, maybe property, land, machinery, vehicle, or any asset that is treated as any profit that is treated as sale of asset. Any profit earned on the sale of such asset is treated as capital gain. And if the asset held for more than 24 months and sold after 24 months, that is called, any gain earned on sale of such asset is called long-term capital gain. If the property held for less than 24 months and sold, and the gain earned on the sale of such asset is called short-term capital gain. So the benefits are available, saving benefits are available only for long-term capital gains. Means any person who sells the property holding for more than 24 months and sold during the year, and he earned a profit on sale of such asset, is eligible for some deductions on savings made. So what are the such savings? Any person can save his capital gains profit by depositing up to rupees 50 lakhs in 5-year bonds issued by National Highway Authority of India or Rural Electrification Corporation or any other authority notified by central government for the period of 5 years. Now the government has recently the government has come up to encourage startups. The government is going to notify a authority to deposit, to eligible for tax saving deposit up to for 3 years. Means that is the benefit available up to rupees 50 lakhs only. If the person sold an asset of during the year and earned a profit of more than 50 lakhs or maybe 75 lakhs, he is eligible to tax benefit by making investment or savings of up to 50 lakhs. If the profit earned is less than 50 lakhs and if it made a deposit of profit or the receipts, sale receipts, then he is eligible up to the amount of deposits made on the bonds. So whatever if any taxpayer wants to reduce his tax liability, he can bonds issued by the National Highway Authority of India or Rural Electrification Corporation or any authority issued by the government or not yet or any authority not yet notified by the central government for the period of 3 years. The taxpayer has to hold these bonds at least for 5 years. Otherwise, he has to, if he dispose of the bonds within 5 years, and the amount of the long-term capital will be taxed in the year in which the bonds were encashed. And if in the case of startups, if the period is 3 years, and if the taxpayer withdraws the money within 3 years, that will be taxed in the year in which the bonds were encashed. So if the taxpayer who holds the bonds for 5 years and after 5 years he withdraws the amount after 5 years, he is not liable to pay any tax on the 50 lakhs. And in the same way, the 30 lakhs also, startups for 3 lakhs also is eligible. In the same way, if any person sells a property, the purchase has to be made within the period specified or maybe within 2 years from the date of sale, or construct a property within 3 years from the date of sale. Or if the person wants to, if a person earned a profit on sale of any asset and he wants to purchase a property, he can make a deposit in the capital gain deposit scheme within a period of 3 years from the date of deposit. So the taxpayer can postpone his tax liability for another 3 years. If he is able to purchase another house within 3 years, he need not pay any tax. If he is not unable to purchase any new house, means in addition to the existing house, if he unable to purchase a new house, if he able to purchase the house within 2 or 3 years, he is not eligible. He is not liable to pay any tax. If he is not able to purchase a house within 3 years, he will be liable to pay tax on the capital gains deposit made, as if in the year in which the capital gain deposit, the 3 years period lapsed, or the amount withdrawn within the period of 3 years. So these are the savings benefits available to the taxpayer to reduce their tax liability and eligible for deduction. And these savings are eligible to be returned back to the taxpayer after a certain specified period of time, and by an additional benefit of tax saving This is called save income tax. These are the benefits available to every taxpayer who can avail the benefit of tax. Because this is the month of March, everybody plans to save their tax liabilities. Ways are available to the taxpayer to reduce the tax liability.